Alright, y'all, how y'all doing? But I want to talk about showing aggression just for the sake of it, to basically show that you're not a pushover, that you're not a punk, that you're not a coward, that you're not just some free for all punching bag that's walking around, like you have a sticker on the back of your shirt that say "beat me up, and I won't fight back." So you want to show a little aggression or show that you can have a threatening demeanor just for the sake of it sometimes, especially when you're around guys. Because first of all, naturally guys have egos. Guys have this thing to where, especially that now they've been conditioned to want to mean mug. They've been conditioned to want to act all macho, act all tough and stuff. When you have a bunch of guys in one place together, in one vicinity, it's like something's bound to kick off. Yeah, guys generally do get along better than women, but at some point, a certain type of guy is going to want to show his dominance over the other guys. And you may have every now and then some guy trying to bully certain dudes. And who do you think he's going to bully? He's going to bully anybody who has the traits of a person who's not going to stick up for themselves, who's not going to defend themselves. If you come off as a person that don't take no shit from nobody, if you come off as a person that's going to slap back if they're slapped, people are not going to be inclined to want to try you. And even when you watch these prison stories and stuff like that, I've even heard some people say that when you're like in not that I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna be in prison one day. Nobody want to go. That's for the birds, man. But even in prison or jail, if you're just too quiet, too kept to yourself, or you can be kept to yourself, but if you're just too quiet and you come off as timid and nervous, and you just kind of looking around like you don't know what's going on, and you just don't have no masculine, broad, confident frame about you, people are probably going to be more confident in trying you. Like, if a person just wake up one day and they in the mood just to be a bully, that bully spirit is just over them, and they want to pick on somebody, they're probably going to pick on a person who's walking around like he don't believe in himself. They're going to probably try a person that hasn't shown any aggression yet. And you don't have to go overboard with it. You don't got to yell out, "Oh yeah, nobody tried me." You know what I'm saying? You try me, I'm going to whoop that ass. Man, you don't got to do all that. And then now you're just looking like you just barking. And then I go along with the loudest person in the room is the softest. Because some people do that to cover up that they really is scared. They talking loud. You know what I'm saying? They say the small dogs bark the loudest. And that's true. Small dogs do bark the loudest. But if you step over that fence and walk up to they ain't going to do nothing. That little chihuahua going to sit there, probably look at you crazy. Going to run straight to the door trying to get in. But when I say show aggression, like, have that look about you, like, man, you about business. You ain't to be fucked with. You ain't to be played with. Don't play around with dudes. Like, don't be goofing around. Don't be over here clowning around with your buddies and stuff. Because other guys are watching. Other guys are going to judge you based off of how they see you interact with other people. If they see a person clowning around, always joking and hee-hee-hawing and laughing and stuff like that, and that's another thing. It sucks. As a man, you can't even laugh too much. You could laugh, like, let's say if it's just you and your friends or your family, y'all amongst each other, it's just y'all, yeah, you can laugh, boom, boom, because they know you. But when you're around strangers, when you're around other people and stuff, it's just a certain type of level of laughing you gotta try to want to stay away from. Like, I'm talking about, like, if you laughing but you look goofy while you do it, you're just gonna come off naturally as a goofy, man. Like, oh, he a clown, you know? People are gonna just subliminally or subconsciously be thinking like, yeah, he kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? You play fight with your buddies and stuff, and even if you play fight, you can't even like play around with dudes. As a man, you don't want to play with other men. But if you play fight with other dudes, like y'all fake fighting each other and stuff like that, and they get the best of you, and other guys see that, boom, you automatically, you know, are going to be looked at different. You're probably going to be perceived as kind of soft. Even if y'all just playing. That's why it's just certain things you don't want to do around other guys. Like, guys constantly got egos. They want to show their dominance. They constantly looking around to see, you know, I don't know if other guys do it, but I'm pretty sure every now and then you'll look around and be like, man, what if I got into a fight with him? Like, would it be easy? Would it be a little challenge? Like, you know, every now and then you just have the random thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So, guys do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so you want to show that, you know, you're not no weak pushover, man. You're not no soft punk. Especially in this world, man. It's a fast-paced world. And don't let it be no woman around. Don't let it be no woman around. Don't play fight or try to compete with other guys when there's women around, okay? Because when there's women around, that friendship half the time goes out the window. And you might not even be aware of it, but your homeboy, your buddy, your whoever you thought you was cool with, when there's girls around, man, dudes act like little kids, bro. Dudes act like toddlers. And we've had those moments where we try to show off. We know a girl watching. I remember back when I was younger, like, if I'm outside playing throwback football, or if I'm playing basketball or something, if a pretty girl around, if I feel like she watching, and she might not even be looking at me like that, but if I feel like, if I just feel like she watching, if she in the area, man, I'm turning into prime Allen Iverson. I'm turning into Rondo. Like, no look passes, spin, down the lane, up and under layups. You ain't stopping me. Like, I'm just being honest. Even to this day, if a girl's watching, I'm just being honest. But when it comes to like aggressive activities and stuff, like fighting and stuff like that, don't play fight when there's women around. And matter of fact, my dad told me a story that when he was a kid, that he went on a church trip, and they went to this park or whatever. They was playing around out in the field, you know, and all the kids out there, you know, boys, girls, you know, this back in the late 80s, so, or the mid 80s. But they out there playing and stuff, and he drove to the trip with his friend in this particular story. But long story short, they got to some kind of like little boxing match, but it was play fighting. They just playing around. They play fighting, but they kind of like, you know, actually trying a little bit, showing a little aggression. And there was girls around. My dad was like, yeah, my friend, I guess he got the feeling some way there was girls around and he was getting embarrassed. And that's another thing. If you embarrass dudes around girls, you don't know what extent they might go to try to like cover their ass, you know. But basically my dad got the upper hand, you know what I'm saying? And then while my dad was playing, his friend was getting serious and trying to like basically fight him for real. And then my dad had to get more serious because he like, hey, like, go back to the don't play around with men. You can't play around with dudes. Because I wouldn't even want to play fight. I wouldn't want to play fight with a dude. I'm just being honest, because I don't know, like that story with my dad. I don't know if they're going to get a little embarrassed. They might feel some kind of way. They might feel like in their head, who am I to be getting upper hand on them? So they might turn it up a notch. And then I'm gonna feel offended, like, damn, I was playing, but now you get serious. So like, you know, that's why I said you don't play around with dudes, man. You don't play around with men. But at the same time, you know, show aggression, show that you're not no punk, show that you're not no pushover in this world, because people target softies. They target the weak, especially bullies. And bullying don't stop in school. Bullying goes on after school, man. Grown adults be bullies, even in the workplace. A lot of y'all like to watch these videos about 9 to 5 and workplace bullshit, you know. But even in the workplace, bullying goes on. Y'all know that. Women and guys. Women be bullying. Especially like the younger women. The younger women, they ain't gonna lie. They, like, when amongst the women with other women, because women just don't get along, bro. I don't know, like, women just naturally don't like each other. But, especially black women. Black women are so mean to each other, man. I done seen so many times, man, like, you'll swear they friends, but they be talking so disrespectful to each other. Like, but like the younger woman, they'll bully the older woman, because a certain generation just ain't got no tolerance, no respect, you know. And it could be vice versa. Older woman could be, you know, bullying the younger woman, you know. But yeah, in the workplace, man, you know, you got people that will bully you. And y'all just there to work and get a paycheck, man. You just trying to go to work, do what you got to do, but they making it hard for you. You know what I'm saying? They making it hard for you, because they probably feel like you're weak. You're easy to be walked over. You're not going to defend for yourself. So every now and then, something don't go your way. You gotta speak up, and that's basically what I mean by show aggression. Speak up. If you don't speak up, and you constantly do stuff that make you feel uncomfortable, but you know, some people might purposely put you in an uncomfortable position just to see how you're going to respond, how you're going to react. And if you don't say nothing, and you just kind of like timid, you just, all right, you just go with the flow, and you don't say how you feel, they're going to keep trying you. And then they're going to keep making more uncomfortable situations for you, just to see how much you're going to take. It's messed up, but people will do that. And I had to pick up on that, like, years ago. That's why I don't even play around with that. I'll show aggression, man. I'll smack my teeth. Even if you come off as a person that's introverted at work, for example, and you kind of nervous about, like, dang, man, what if I let out that side of me? But you're gonna have to. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say this dude at work keeps telling you to do something at work, and it's like, you know, and you feel like he kind of like messing with you, and like you just gonna have to one day just be like, bruh, I ain't doing that, bruh. Like, let's say before you were just kind of quiet. Okay, all right. You just walk off with an attitude, but it's in your head. Next time he comes to you with some bush, and you know he low-key trying, you look him dead in his face, like, bro, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing that. You gotta be like, you can even like kind of like laugh a little bit, but show aggression, like show you serious. Like, bro, you got me fucked up, bro. I ain't doing that. Hell nah, no. Like, but that, you know, that's a safe way of going about it. Like, you showing aggression, but you're kind of like playing it off, but you letting them know, like, hey, like, this is how I feel. Like, nah, I ain't doing it, man. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that, buddy. You know, he might fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, boom, boom, boom. He'll at least hesitate next time. Oh, shit. He'll at least hesitate next time before trying you. And that's a lot of times those quote bullies do. They trying to see, they just like to go after the defenseless. Even if you was to get beat up in a fight, if you fight back and just get a couple hits in or scratches in, they not gonna nobody wants to really get hurt in a fight, whether it's minor or major. If you show that you gonna fight back, people are gonna leave you alone, man. People are gonna be more hesitant to try you. You know, if you gotta walk around with a mean mug, some people naturally got a mean mug. Like, I just naturally have a mean mug on me, you know. I just, you know, sometimes it's not good because it kind of keeps people at bay, which in a way, in my situation, I rather that. But sometimes, you know, you will like certain people to try to talk to you a little bit when you out and about. But it's like, you'll scare off women too, like. but sometimes it's like a defense mechanism. It's good. The more harder you look, the more people are gonna stay away from you. And as a man, right here, you gotta have some kind of muscle, have some kind of frame to you, have some kind of muscle or something, man. Like, if you just skinny, bro, walking around looking like Flat Stanley and shit, like, nobody gonna be intimidated by you or nothing like that. Now, I ain't saying you gotta walk around looking like a modern day Ninja Turtle, but hey, you know, you have some kind of like frame to you, some kind of tough look to you or something. And if you can't get muscles, if you just naturally a person that can't just gain muscle, you're gonna have to make up for it, man. And be outspoken, man. But not to the point to where it comes off as fake. But if something rub you the wrong way, speak up. That's the biggest thing you can take from this video. Speak up. And that's a problem that I had in my life. I had to learn to speak up. My parents used to even tell me to speak up as a kid. Just speak up. I used to mumble a lot. Or how was your day today at school? And I'd be like, it was all right, it was good, it was all right. You know, just mumbling. Like, that shows unconfidence. Like, that shows you're not confident in yourself. You're not even enunciating your words properly. You're not even opening your mouth fully. Like, who you think, like, even for dating, like, who you think a girl's gonna be more inclined to want to, like, probably talk to? If she talking to a dude that mumbles, looking down, mumbling, unsure of himself, or talking to a dude who confident in what he's saying, who got maybe just a tad bit of arrogance to him, you know, who got that I won't back down spirit to him. Like, come on, man, just go to all aspects of life. You got a problem at work, you just gotta speak up, man. If you in the store and, you know, you go to ring up something and, you know, you see something wrong, you know, speak up. Don't be just taking stuff but you scared, you know, of stepping on people's toes and stuff like that, walking around on eggshells. Some of y'all been walking around on eggshells all your life. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself, man, and do what just challenge yourself. What's the worst that could happen? Somebody could pull out a gun and shoot you. Like, 99% of the time, that's not gonna happen unless you in the streets. If you in everyday life, the most that might happen is, people gonna know, okay. They're just gonna know what you have an issue with if you speak up about it. And okay, let's say you get fired. Let's say people thought you was this nice guy and they like that about you. But now you showed aggression. Now they low-key intimidated by you. I mean, what's gonna feel better? Keep getting pushed over and walked over? Keep getting slapped and not swinging back, you know, figuratively? Or going out knowing, like, okay, I handle shit like a boss. Going out with dignity, as a man especially. You wear your dignity like as a badge. When it's all said and done, like, how you gonna feel, man? Like, you knowing that you live your life like a punk, a coward, a cowardly dog? For those, you know, I grew up in the 90s, y'all know Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's how you talk. Or you want to go out like, man, you know what? You look back at a couple of things that happened, like, you know what? Hey, I stood up for myself. I held my chest up high. Boom, I swung back. Boom. You know, that's all I'm saying, man. Don't go around acting like you can beat up everybody, but just show aggression, man. Speak up for yourself. Stop being a walking doormat for the world, for the workplace, for everybody. Even for your friends. You got friends that bully within the friend circle, and they see you as the less than. Don't take that from them, man. Especially when women get around. I'm gonna bring that up again. When women get around, guys turn to comedians, and they turn to just jokesters. They want to bully you and make you the butt of the jokes just to be funny. Don't take that from them. First of all, get away from them. Those ain't, you know, real friends. And the hell with friends, you know, in 2024 and going on, like, that shit dead, man. But, you know, even if you just kick it with some people, man, you know what I'm saying? Even your family will bully you, man. You always laughing off they disrespectful comments toward you, just laughing it off. Yeah. You know, you're not saying nothing back. Like, man, stand up for yourself, man. I know you don't want to hurt their feelings. You know, but hey, just either stay away from they behind just to avoid that, or you're gonna have to just say something, man. Show aggression. Show aggression. That's by speaking up. And it's my video, man. And I probably could have went longer, but I hope you enjoyed it. I know somebody can take something from this video, man. But I'm out.